That down. Let's move on to this. Under the category of why, there's a new report coming out in Variety saying Toys R Us live action movie is in the works.
Yes.
Finally.
You guys are being sarcastic. I'm being for real.
I'm being for real. I love Toys R Us, man.
A Toys R Us movie, live action. It's funny that they felt the need to stipulate it would be a live action Toys R Us movie, is coming to us. This is what Variety wrote. Story Kitchen and Toys R Us Studios, the entertainment production arm of the global toy brand, have teamed up to develop a live action film. Toys R Us is a cultural touchstone that continues impacting the child in all of us today, said Story Kitchen co-founders Dimitri M. Johnson and Mike Goldberg, announcing the project. As 80s kids who considered Toys R Us one of the most magical places on earth.
True statement.
We're honored to partner to create a film that will capture the spirit of adventure, creativity, and nostalgia that Toys R Us represents. I do want to remind everybody that Toys R Us is a store.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's a magical
it's a
place.
store.
For you kids out
It's not
there.
a brand.
For you kids out there.
It's not a cartoon character. It's a store.
Boy, you're treading on thin ice.
Now listen. Toys R Us played a big part of my childhood.
Yeah.
Like where I lived in Hamilton, Ontario, I lived up by Upper Ottawa and on Lime Ridge, right across from Lime Ridge Mall, there was a big Toys R Us store, right? And I even remember its grand opening. David Hasselhoff and Mr. T were there to sign autographs.
That's crazy.
Now remember, this is back when I was a kid, okay?
That's awesome.
They were there signing autographs for opening day. I was there. And then every Saturday,
It's literally
every
the most
Saturday,
80s thing you've ever said.
it is the most 80s thing I've ever said. Every Saturday, I would get my allowance money, and me and my friends would walk down to that Toys R Us, and we would buy a new Transformer.
Wait, John. From the place that we usually stay at? You guys
Oh, not
walked
the
all
ranch,
the way
not
to,
the Campea
okay.
Ranch.
I
No,
was about to say.
This is before my dad bought
Oh,
the
okay,
ranch.
okay.
No, this is when we lived in the town, in the city.
Okay.
You were at Lime Ridge Mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was
Beautiful
right
mall.
across from Lime Ridge Mall. There's a Toys R Us there. And so we would walk down there every Saturday. And so I could buy a new Transformer. And then, of course, I would cut out its image on the front, cut out its power bar on the back, and paste them up on my bedroom wall. My entire bedroom wall was all Transformers, cutouts of power bars, whatever. Clearly, I did not have a lot of girls coming into my room. So I have a very special, fond place in my heart for, Tim Manto in the live chat. R.I.P. Future Shop. Future Shop, just so you know, was Canada's version of Best Buy, only it was way better. I miss Future Shop. Anyway, so Toys R Us, special place in my heart. But it is a store. It's a store. It's like saying, the folks at Weta are teaming up with 7-Eleven to bring us 7-Eleven, the movie.
I could do
Store
that.
of
Now, if it was
I
a
got a
movie,
tape.
if it was a crime thrill about late night break-ins and robberies, sure. But again, just the way they describe the score, recapturing the spirit of adventure, creativity, and nostalgia.
Dude, come on.
Okay,
It
look,
is.
I'll say this like I say about all these things. Lego movie, I thought was a dumb idea. It's plastic building blocks. How are you going to make a movie about that? And they did. And they made a great movie around it. So does the possibility exist they can do that for a Toys R Us movie? Sure. I don't think it's likely. I think there's a million other things you can make a movie about. Now, if they were announcing you're making a movie about the history of Toys R Us and some wild stories about how it got founded and how it grew to prominence and then got into trouble, I'd be all for that. But I don't know. Is this going to be like a Jumanji kind of movie where kids get whisked into the magical world? I don't know. Rob, what do you think about a Toys R Us?
First of all, I gotta stop with this.
So it's going to be like Bridge of Terabithia.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Look, producer Roy Lee told me something really interesting about the Lego movie. I just want to point this out. He said he was playing the games. Being a gamer, he was playing the Lego games.
Right.
And that was the first time he realized that, Lego minifigs, that's your way in. You can tell stories with your Lego minifigs.
Yeah.
And suddenly because people think building blocks, but they forget Lego minifigs, a whole new realm of adventure right there. But so I think back to Toys R Us. I think back to FAO Schwartz and Big. And the
Oh, right.
FAO Schwartz store was a huge I mean, that's when Robert Loggia and Tom Hanks dance on the piano. And FAO Schwartz was like the epicenter because they were toy companies, so they'd go to FAO Schwartz, and that was the big retail. And in Big, that toy store was seen sort of as a doorway to childhood magic. You know, you could go in there. So I could see, I'll bet somebody was looking at that, and that they figured out, you know, if you turned Toys R Us into a realm, because you know how Toys R Us was arranged, there was the action figure section.
Oh yeah,
There
all
was
the aisles
truck
had their own
section.
Video games,
special.
bikes.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, you could like if you had the magical Toys R Us, and every aisle was a different realm, kind of like in Nightmare Before Christmas. You know, every tree led to a different land, and I could see that. Like, how rad would it be if you went into like dump truck land where there's you know how you all the cranes and the like in Big Truck-a-Pillar.
By the way, I just want to throw one of our viewers, Edric's Rod, interesting comparison, says it can be like Night in the Museum where the toys come to life.
Oh yeah.
That's
There
an
you go.
approach.
Yeah. Well,
That's good.
Speaking of someone that actually has been locked into Toys R Us at closing
Oh,
time.
that's right. You have been.
It's not the magical world you guys are thinking.
Yeah, it is.
When the lights are off,
Lock me
I'm sorry, but every baby doll in there started looking at me. I swear to you, that's what I saw, and I heard things in the back that I don't want it. I was alone. The worst 3 minutes of my life.
7 nights in Toys R Us.
3 minutes. Come on.
Funny,
it-
that's what your last girlfriend told me. Sorry. Anyway,
You know.
It's magical, man. Look at this.
first 3 minutes of her life.
Look at this. I want to show you. I'm going to vent a little bit on my childhood.
We didn't have Toys R Us's in Seattle when I was
Now,
growing
look.
up.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's sad.
We had World of Toys in Bellevue.
This is the magical world of 1980s. Note the endless aisleways.
Yeah.
Note how long the aisles went down. Note how sky high the toys are placed.
Yeah, no kid could reach them.
And you're 8 years old or whatever, and you're going down these endless aisles. Just wonder upon. Look what they did to my Toys R Us. Look at what they did.
Oh,
Low aisles, kiosks, crap selection. No wonder they went out of business.
I'm
know,
still
you-
stuck on that guy's haircut.
That was a woman.
to your
Oh,
that was
her
a woman.
haircut.
To your point, though, I remember as a kid, because of that picture of the big aisles, like it was wondrous.
Yeah.
Because you never knew what you were going to discover down the next aisle. What wonderful, fun thing were you going to discover? Can you make a movie out of that? I don't know, but
I
I'm
don't
going to cheer them on.
They could make
I think you
horror.
can. I think you can. I choose to believe that's the magic of Toys R Us.
Yeah. Okay.
Or do go Ray's direction. Make
Yeah.
it
Plus
more.
you've got
Make it
a-
Five Nights at Freddy's.
I
You've
think
got
that
that
too.
giraffe. I mean, the mascot.
Make it a cannibalistic giraffe.
or maybe the giraffe loses his way and finds his way into
Oh,
a
that's-
fantasy realm, and
How live action?
he becomes the Rod Serling of.
Rod Sterling of
They can
Toys R
use
Us.
that CGI giraffe from Last of Us.
All right. Guys, what do you think about this? They're going to make a Toys R Us, this is the important part, live action movie to capture the spirit of adventure and creativity of Toys R Us. I think it's kind of silly, but I'm going to cheer for it. How do you feel about it? Whatever your guys' thoughts are, jump down to the comment section below and leave those thoughts there. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.